Welcome back to the Leaving Babylon channel. Today we're gonna delve into the centuries old craft of stonewalling. Hope you enjoy. So today I'm building a field wall, the end of a field wall. Building on a wall that's been here for a long time. I'm just adding on to the wall. Stonewalling is and not only stonewalling but like stone masonry in general is like an ancient craft that has been perfected over the last thousands and thousands of years. It's dating back to like the early times of the first civilizations that we know of. I think they're finding stone structures that are 12,000 years old or older. So yeah, I think stone walling or stone masonry is considered to be one of the oldest jobs in the world. So I'm fairly new to the whole stone world, or yeah, I will never call myself a stonemason. I just am an enthusiast, and yeah, it's a passion that I discovered over the last 2 years. I really enjoy working with stone, and I'm very grateful that I get the opportunity to get paid for learning stonewalling. So that's pretty cool. It's really, you know, going back in time. Not many people seem to be wanting to build with stone anymore, or at least not in the traditional way. So back in the old day, a lot of things were like a lot of buildings and structures were built out of stone. We had castles and fortresses, churches, and like just normal houses, shelters, barns for animals, like all built out of stone. We made field walls and retaining walls. So yeah, and they all like withstood the tests of time. So it's a whole craft that you need to that's kind of being lost now. It's not completely lost. There's still amazing stonemasons around, but like here in this area where I live, there's definitely not much around. You can see like the restoration work that's being done, that it's not being done by real stonemasons. So it's really like an art. Stonewalling is an art and a craft that involves carefully selecting and shaping stones to just make them fit together like seamlessly, creating a strong and very durable structure that can last for hundreds and hundreds of years, while modern building materials haven't proved that, like concrete and cement and all that haven't withstood the test of time yet. So you know it's crazy that everything now needs to go fast, but we're not thinking about things that last anymore. And look at me here now, just using ancient tools, hammer and chisel, just to shape the stone, make it fit perfect. It's like a tedious, slow job, but it's an amazing job. And when it's done properly, like I said, it's something that will last for many generations. Yeah, you know, you take your time to build it, but it lasts for a long time. And I'm not saying that my work is perfect. I'm learning a lot, so I'm far from where I want to be. It's just sometimes as well difficult to learn because there's not many people around here to learn from. I'm discovering a lot by doing the work and learning out of my mistakes, doing some research, watching a lot of other walls. You know, there's a lot of collapsed walls, and then I look how these walls have been built and where the mistakes are, what went wrong. So it's a process of trial and error. I definitely made mistakes. I'm still making mistakes, but you know, every time I make a mistake, I try to learn from it and go forward with it. Chipping the stone sometimes really takes ages. Like around this area, the stone is very rough field stones. So if you want to get them like a bit straight with a nice face, there's usually quite a bit of dressing to be done, and that's also it's a skill in itself, knowing where to hit the stone, how to hit it, how hard to hit it, to see the grain into the stone. Yeah, it's not easy, and sometimes you think, "Oh, I just need a little punch there," and the whole stone breaks, and you know, it was completely pointless. So yeah, a lot of trial and error and a lot of mistakes. So lately I do a lot of work with stone, like stone masonry work for customers, and for myself as well. I mainly use hand tools, but sometimes I use power tools like a grinder or something like that, and that makes a load of dust. Next to the stonework, I do some tractor work as well, and in this climate, there's a lot of dust as well. So yeah, base camp here provided me with a dust mask, which is like a real high quality, very high comfort dust mask. They have replaceable filters in here, which if you need to pull this off here, this comes loose, this side bit, and then take you can take the filter out. Basecamp also provided me with some nose foam strips, for extra comfort. So yeah, this is gonna go somewhere over here in the mask. You need to put it up here. They come in separately. Up, that's off. Now this is the sticky side, and you place it on the inside of your filter. Voila, just like that. Oh yeah, I can feel that's way more comfortable. That's very nice. So yeah, it actually feels pretty good, this mask. I can breathe pretty good. It's nice and snug everywhere. So let's test it out. So I've been using these Basecamp masks now for the last few days, and I must say it's amazing. Yeah, after a day of work with the tractor, I'm usually just sneezing because of all the blossoms and all the dust that I just get into my system. But with wearing this the whole day, no sneezing, nothing. So also with the grinding as well, there's no dust coming through, and yeah, it's just a very comfortable mask. So yeah, really nice product from Basecamp. So next to the ends of these field walls that I've been making here, extending the field walls that were existing, I also started a new project here on the property. I'm starting to put in this stone foundation for a retaining wall, to make a terrace here. These are massive stones that we put in with a digger, and this is going to be a massive project. It's a 40-meter long wall, 1.6 meters high. So yeah, I will be learning a lot here and working a lot in the coming months. Next to all the dry stone walling projects that I've been doing here in the last couple of months, I've been doing quite a few other projects as well in the past, using lime, or lime-based mortars to build the walls. Um, yeah, which is a totally different game, really. I feel with mortar you can kind of cheat a bit, like the mortar itself. Like you should never build your wall like that, but I think a lot of people do that anyway. Like the mortar can kind of carry the weight of your stone if you're building, if that makes sense. But you should never do that. It should always be stone resting on stone and just filling the gap in with the mortar. But yeah, because that's a possibility, you kind of sometimes cheat, while with dry stone walling that's just not possible. So my experience has been that if you want to learn building walls, you should really start with dry stone walling, because there's no way of cheating. If you want to build a strong solid wall, you need to do it the proper way. If you're using a mortar, the mortar, when it dries out, kind of binds everything together, so you can get away with stuff that you otherwise wouldn't. But yeah, I've been enjoying doing that as well, like building these walls, this cave that you see here, which was a lovely project, but it's a totally different game than this dry stone walling. Anyway, I enjoyed doing both. There's been some nice projects, from building caves to building this doorway to building plant like plant retaining I don't know, circles. I don't know how you need to call this. I can see that my skills are improving every time I build something new, which is really cool. Yeah, I really have been enjoying doing this kind of work. Like I said before, I will never call myself a stonemason. I have too much respect for this job or this craft that real stonemasons have been doing for thousands of years. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to continue with this and learn much more. Yeah, and I hope that I'm able to inspire other people to do something with stone as well, because it's just really an amazing thing to do. Yeah, I often feel very connected to the past while I'm doing this. You, like I said, you look very different to like old historical buildings because of it. So it gives you that kind of connection to the past. The wall is finally done. It's not looking too bad. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a bit of a different video than I usually make, but there's more videos coming very soon. Anyway, thanks again to Basecamp for sponsoring me, and thank you all for watching. Hope you have a lovely day and see you guys soon. Peace.